Most people have no idea how much their daily drinks are silently destroying their well-being, draining their energy, wrecking their immunity, and sabotaging their quality of life. And here's the shocking part. The average American drinks so much hidden sugar, chemicals, and metabolic disruptors every year that it's no wonder so many struggle with stress, insomnia, weight gain, anxiety, low motivation, and constant exhaustion. But everyone keeps blaming their diet, their genetics, or their routine, when the real enemy is often in their cup, not on their plate. Think about how frustrating that is. Someone tries to eat healthy, follow a balanced diet, practice mindfulness, reduce stress, exercise consistently, yet still feels bloated, drained, moody, or stuck in the same emotional and physical battles. It's not because they're doing things wrong. It's because these drinks quietly hijack metabolism, disrupt gut health, spike inflammation, and mess with cardiovascular health and emotional balance in ways most people never notice. And that's exactly why prevention becomes nearly impossible, because the problem looks too innocent to question. And what makes it even worse is the emotional toll. When someone feels like they're trying everything, better nutrition, natural therapies, sleep improvement, self-care, and still doesn't feel good, it starts to feel personal. It hits their confidence. It hits their motivation. It makes them believe this is just how my body is. But the truth? It's not their body. It's the hidden chemistry inside these 5 drinks that pushes their lifestyle out of alignment every single day. So here's what you're about to discover, the 5 drinks you should never have again, not because of fear, but because once you understand what they really do to your metabolism, your heart, your emotional health, and your long-term balance, you'll realize how much of your life they've been quietly stealing. And by the end of this, you'll know how to break this cycle and rebuild your health with simple steps that create fast, lasting change. Ready? Because the first drink is way more dangerous than people think. When people grab a sugary soda, they almost never realize how deeply it affects their well-being, metabolism, and overall quality of life. One single can dumps more sugar into the body than it can realistically handle at once, weakening immunity, sabotaging mental health, and disrupting the body's natural balance in ways most folks never notice. A mentor would say it's not just a drink, it's a daily hit that chips away at long-term disease prevention and emotional health, leaving people tired, inflamed, and wondering why nothing in their healthy routine seems to be working. Research shows that drinking sugary sodas regularly increases metabolic risks by over 25%, making it harder for anyone to maintain an active lifestyle, self-care habits, or any form of healthy weight management. Imagine someone doing their workouts, eating a balanced diet, and trying to stay consistent, yet still feeling stuck, because the sugar spikes from soda keep confusing the metabolism, draining energy, and stressing cardiovascular health. It's like trying to run with weights strapped to your legs, and once people see the numbers, the truth hits fast. A real-life step many people take is swapping sodas for infused water, lemon, mint, ginger, berries, which boosts digestion, supports preventive medicine, and strengthens nutrition in a natural, sustainable way. Some people notice better sleep, fewer cravings, and even healthy weight loss within weeks of removing just 1 soda a day. These shifts happen because the body finally gets room to regulate itself, and mentors often remind people that long-term change isn't about perfection but stacking small habits that build real momentum. And the long-term payoff is huge: reduced visceral fat, clearer thinking, more stable energy, stronger emotional health, better stress reduction, and a gut that finally feels balanced, cornerstones of a life rooted in mindfulness and natural therapies. Cutting 1 soda a day saves over 50,000 calories a year, and when people understand that, they gain real control over the direction of their health. And once sugary sodas are out of the way, the next drink on this list hits even harder. Ready for that? Most people don't realize that energy drinks hit the body way harder than they expect, especially when it comes to heart strain and overall well-being. They're marketed as motivation in a can, but the mix of caffeine, stimulants, and additives quietly chips away at mental health, immunity, and the body's natural balance. A mentor would point out how many people rely on them just to get through the day, not knowing they're spiking stress hormones by up to 30% and pushing the cardiovascular system into overdrive, something that makes disease prevention way harder in the long run. And that's when people start asking themselves why they feel anxious, restless, or wired even on days they don't drink one. Studies show that drinking energy drinks regularly can raise blood pressure and heart rate for hours, which is a huge problem for anyone trying to build a healthy lifestyle, sustain an active routine, or practice genuine self-care. Imagine someone who's trying to improve sleep, reduce stress, and stay committed to exercise, but they're unknowingly sabotaging their progress with a drink that forces the heart to work overtime. It's like pressing the gas pedal and the brake at the same time. No engine can handle that forever. And once that reality sinks in, the picture becomes a lot clearer. A practical shift many people make is swapping energy drinks for green tea, yerba mate, or even a simple electrolyte drink, which supports nutrition, boosts natural immunity, and helps maintain emotional balance without overstimulating the heart. Someone who makes that swap often notices better sleep improvement, healthier weight loss, more stable mood, and fewer energy crashes during the day. These natural options fit perfectly into preventive medicine and help people align their lifestyle with genuine long-term well-being. And when they see how much calmer, sharper, and more grounded they feel, they finally understand the difference between borrowed energy and real energy. Over time, the benefits stack: stronger cardiovascular health, lower stress levels, improved quality of life, and a metabolism that can finally function without being yanked around by artificial stimulants. And once people realize how much an energy drink can hold them back from mindfulness, natural therapies, and emotional health, they start asking what other healthy-looking drinks might be hiding behind the label, and that's exactly where the next step gets even more surprising. Packaged fruit juices often look like the healthy choice, but anyone paying attention to real well-being can see how misleading they are. Most of them carry more sugar than soda, stripping away the fiber that actually supports digestion, immunity, and long-term disease prevention. A mentor would explain that people grab these drinks thinking they're boosting nutrition, when in reality they're spiking blood sugar, draining energy, and confusing the body's natural balance. And it hits even harder when someone realizes this is why their healthy lifestyle still feels like it's not paying off. Studies show that many packaged juices contain up to 40 grams of sugar in a single serving, which is a huge setback for anyone aiming for healthy weight loss, cardiovascular health, or emotional stability. Imagine a person doing their exercises, trying mindfulness, working on sleep improvement, and eating a balanced diet, yet they still feel bloated, tired, or moody because their healthy juice is working against them. It's like trying to keep your house clean while someone keeps pouring dust inside. And once that truth sinks in, the frustration finally starts to make sense. A powerful shift people make is choosing whole fruits or cold-pressed juices with no added sugar, which support preventive medicine, gut health, and a more active lifestyle. Someone who swaps packaged juice for water with fresh fruit slices often notices fewer cravings, improved energy, and better emotional balance within just a few weeks. These small choices support natural therapies, promote real nutrition, and make the body feel lighter and more stable throughout the day. And it's crazy how often people say, "I didn't even know juice could affect my mood like that." Over time, those benefits stack beautifully: better immunity, more stable blood sugar, improved cardiovascular health, and a sense of equilibrium that strengthens both physical and emotional well-being. And once someone sees how much packaged juice was holding them back, they can't help but wonder what other drinks look innocent on the surface but quietly stress the body, and the next one on the list does exactly that. Alcoholic mixes might look fun and harmless, but anyone focused on real well-being eventually realizes how seriously they can wreck the body's balance. These drinks combine alcohol with sugary syrups, artificial flavors, and empty calories that hit the liver, metabolism, immunity, and emotional health all at once. A mentor would explain that people often use them to relax, not knowing they're silently stressing the liver, weakening disease prevention, disrupting sleep, and dragging down long-term quality of life. And when someone finally connects those dots, it changes the way they look at every sip. Research shows that sugary cocktails can push calorie intake through the roof, sometimes over 600 calories in a single glass, which sabotages healthy weight loss, cardiovascular health, and overall metabolic function. Imagine someone trying to follow a balanced diet, practicing mindfulness, staying active, and working on stress reduction, yet feeling constantly bloated or fatigued without knowing why. It's like trying to stay afloat while unknowingly carrying a backpack full of rocks. And when that realization hits, everything about these drinks starts to make a lot more sense. A practical shift many people make is choosing lighter options like sparkling water with lemon or a simple kombucha when they want something social without hurting their nutrition and emotional balance. Others prefer mocktails made with herbs, ginger, or berries, options that support natural therapies, promote preventive medicine, and improve sleep instead of destroying it. People often report better energy, easier weight management, clearer thinking, and improved gut health within weeks of cutting down on alcoholic mixes. It's one of those shifts that feels small but hits massive behind the scenes. Over time, the benefits compound: stronger immunity, improved emotional health, more stable mood, better cardiovascular wellness, and a sense of equilibrium that supports a truly active lifestyle. And once someone starts feeling the difference, especially in their sleep quality and stress levels, they begin to question what other healthy alternatives may be quietly disrupting their progress. And the next drink on this list is exactly that kind of hidden trap. Artificially sweetened beverages often fool people into thinking they're making a healthy choice, but anyone tuned into real well-being eventually sees how much these drinks disrupt the body from the inside out. They promise 0 calories, yet quietly interfere with gut bacteria, emotional health, metabolism, immunity, and long-term disease prevention. A mentor would point out that people reach for them to support weight loss or a balanced diet, not realizing that artificial sweeteners can confuse hunger signals and increase cravings by up to 40%, making healthy habits feel twice as hard. And when that truth clicks, it feels like a light bulb moment. Studies show that these sweeteners can alter the microbiome in just 2 weeks, which is a huge setback for anyone trying to improve sleep, reduce stress, stay active, or maintain emotional equilibrium. Imagine someone practicing mindfulness, eating balanced meals, and working on better sleep, but still feeling bloated, anxious, or stuck with stubborn weight because their healthy drink is throwing off their gut health. It's like trying to plant a garden while the soil keeps getting poisoned. And once people see that connection, the frustration they've been feeling finally starts to make sense. A powerful shift people make is choosing unsweetened teas, flavored water with real fruit, or natural kombucha, options that support preventive medicine, cardiovascular health, natural therapies, and true nutritional balance. People who make this swap often notice more stable energy, fewer cravings, healthier emotional rhythms, and even improved metabolism within weeks. These aren't exaggerations, they're the body responding the way it's meant to when it's not being pushed out of balance every day. Over time, the benefits stack beautifully: stronger immunity, better digestion, improved sleep quality, healthier weight loss, and a renewed sense of well-being that makes an active lifestyle feel natural instead of forced. And once someone realizes how much these drinks were holding them back, the curiosity for deeper transformation grows, especially because everything so far has been building toward a bigger truth that ties this whole journey together. Now that you've seen what these 5 drinks quietly do to your well-being, it finally makes sense why so many people feel tired, stressed, bloated, unmotivated, or stuck, even when they're trying to live a healthy life. Remember how overwhelming it felt when you didn't understand why your immunity was low, why your metabolism felt slow, or why your emotional health seemed off? Now you know the truth: your body wasn't failing you at all, these drinks were. But here's the powerful part: you're no longer in the dark. You now have the clarity most people never get, the clarity to protect your cardiovascular health, improve your sleep, strengthen your gut, support disease prevention, and create a lifestyle that brings real balance, energy, and emotional stability. The question now is, what are you going to do with this knowledge? Will you keep letting these drinks control the way you feel, or are you finally ready to take back your health for good? Ask yourself, which of these drinks is the hardest for you to give up, and why? What change can you make today that your future self will thank you for? And most importantly, how amazing will your life feel when your metabolism, mood, energy, and overall health finally start working with you instead of against you? If you want to keep growing, learning, and transforming your health with practical, science-backed steps that actually fit real life, then don't wait. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the tools that can change everything.